We're going to take a look now at a couple of different captures under two pieces of software. We're going to look at ComView Wi-Fi, which I mentioned a minute ago, and then we're going to look at a traffic capture in Wireshark, so you can just kind of see the differences. You'll see that you pretty much get the same information, it just may be presented a little bit differently. And once you've pretty much learned one wireless capture software, the other ones are not too difficult to learn. So let's go ahead and take a look first at ComView's Wi-Fi. Now we're looking here at an evaluation version of ComView for Wi-Fi. ComView is a series of products that's used in network administration and troubleshooting. And this is a very good program, but it's very particular about the wireless card that it supports. So you have to have a wireless card that you can download a ComView driver for. And the ComView driver basically puts it into promiscuous mode and allows it to sniff packets. And there's some of the different options that you can use. Nodes, channels, you can look at packets and logging and so forth. We're going to take a quick look at a capture that I've obtained using ComView for Wi-Fi, the evaluation version. And this was on our VTC test wireless network. And as you can see, there's a lot of traffic going on here. We've got a lot of protocols out there, and wireless networks send a lot of broadcast messages out, basically on a constant basis, so that new hosts can pick them up and join them. So there's a lot of traffic here that we're seeing, but notice how it's arranged. We've got pretty much the same thing we've seen in Wireshark. Maybe it's arranged a little bit differently. We've got the protocol, well, the packet number first, then the protocol, then we've got the source and destination MAC addresses, whereas in Wireshark we just have source and destination. We've got a source IP and a destination IP separate, a source port, a destination port, a time index here, signal, and this is the relative signal strength of the wireless access point in relation to the sniffer. And we've got a couple of different wireless access points that we've seen out here. We've got the VTC test, and we've got a couple of other ones out there that we may run across here in a second. We've got a couple of interesting packets out there, mostly management packets, the beacon probe requests and things like that. And then later on we'll look at some WEP and some WPA traffic captures. This is just an example of one with the using ComView Wi-Fi. Again, it's a pretty neat program. There's an evaluation version of it and a version that you of course must pay for to get the full capability of. But then let's also look at a wireless capture that was also done in ComView Wi-Fi, as a matter of fact, but let's look at it in Wireshark just to see how it looks. Here's a similar capture done with the same software, ComView Wi-Fi, but now we've opened it up in Wireshark. A lot of the same information we're going to see. The packet number, the time, source and destination addresses are going to be in the MAC addresses. There's no IP addresses for the broadcast. Remember that these devices work at layer 2 and 3, layers 1 through 3 as a matter of fact, of the OSI model. So you really don't see a lot of IP information in there. You will see some in there, but pretty much by and large these wireless access points will broadcast out and send signals out constantly. Beacon frames to let wireless hosts know that they're out there. We see some other traffic out there. We see the SID, of course, and we can look through some of the data down here, and we can see that's is using wireless LAN protocols. And down here we can actually see the SID, which is a service set identifier, basically the network name, and that's VTC test. So a lot of the same information, it's just presented in a little bit of a different format. And which program you use, find your favorite program and use it, and it basically depends on what you like and what you'll get used to and what you know a little bit more about. Wireshark, of course, is a multi-purpose tool that can sniff wireless networks and wired networks. Now for wireless networks, you're going to have to get a different driver, something called AirPCAP. The driver that comes with Wireshark that you can use with Windows networks is called WinPCAP, and that basically puts your Windows Ethernet network card into promiscuous mode, and in Linux is called libpcap. Now those are for wired Ethernet cards. For wireless cards you have to have something called AirPCAP, and that enables Wireshark to capture wireless packets. So regardless of which software you use, you've got to have the correct drivers, you've got to have the card that is supported by the software, and you've kind of got to know a little bit about what you're looking for and what you're doing, how to use the software. And that's basically capturing wireless traffic in a nutshell. And then in a couple later sessions we're actually going to look at some wireless traffic and point out some of the particulars about it.